welcome to Evening News. I'm Amina Chiama. In tonight's top stories, Maldives Monetary Authority MMA says that state reserves hit a record high of 8.6 billion rupiah last month. Police have begun installing CCTV surveillance cameras at ferry terminals in Male, Hulumale and Wilimale as part of their initiative to improve passenger safety. And the family of missing Mini One News reporter Ahmad Rilwan has submitted a petition to the Parliament's National Security Committee with over 5,000 signatures. Says that state reserves hit a record high of 8.6 billion rupiah in August 2014. According to the financial statement issued by the Maldives Monetary Authority MMA for August, state reserves had increased to 8.6 billion rupiah, which translates to 528.4 million US dollars. This signifies an increase of 698.1 million rupiah relative to the previous month. According to the balance sheet, the reason for this is an increase in foreign currency checks received by the central bank. Looking at the highlights of MMA's financial statement for August, the money supply of the Maldivian economy had dropped to 3.03 billion rupiah by the end of the month. By the end of July, the total money supply in circulation had stood at 3.2 billion rupiah. The central bank's reserves stood at 360 million rupiah in August. Looking at the balance sheet, it can be deduced that while the Maldivian economy is growing at a good pace, more foreign currency is entering local banks. Maldives have begun installing CCTV surveillance cameras at ferry terminals in Male, Hulumale and Wilimale as part of their initiative to improve passenger safety. According to Maldives Police Service, efforts are underway to install CCTV cameras at the 4 ferry terminals in Male, Hulumale and Wilimale to monitor passenger safety. Police say that while equipment needed for the project is being provided by MTCC, CCTV cameras have now been installed at the ferry terminal in Hulumale. At a meeting held between the police and MTCC on Monday, discussions were held on plans to link the surveillance cameras at ferry terminals with the CCTV cameras used by the police. It's noteworthy that the missing Mini One News reporter Ahmad Rilwan was last seen on CCTV footage at the Hulumale ferry terminal in Male. However, it's not confirmed whether Rilwan had boarded the ferry to Hulumale or reached the island. The family of missing Mini One News reporter Ahmad Rilwan has submitted a petition to the Parliament's National Security Committee with over 5,000 signatures. The petition was signed by over 5,000 individuals, including Rilwan's family members, friends, cabinet members, and heads of independent institutions. Rilwan's family also met with Home Minister Omar Nasir to check on the progress of the investigation into the missing reporter's case. At the meeting, Minister Omar said that the police are carrying out robust efforts to find Rilwan and that the operation will continue until he is found. The minister had pledged to make every effort to find a reporter as part of the search operation. Rilwan, who is popular on social media by the name Moya Miha, went missing on the night of 7th August. While Rilwan has been missing for over 27 days now, the authorities have still not found any clue as to his disappearance. While there has been a recent upsurge in violent crimes nationwide, public safety in the capital Male and the atolls continues to diminish day by day. Meanwhile, the government says that major efforts are underway to address the issue. Here is a special report on the issue.
Many note that the country had enjoyed great peace and stability after the current government came to power in November last year. Despite numerous attempts by the opposition to create political chaos, the government's policies and its response to such actions have foiled the opposition's attempts on many counts. As a result, it can be said that the country is still enjoying the days of peace and stability. However, it is questionable if the government has been equally successful in its efforts to address social issues and guarantee societal peace. Over the past few weeks since the end of July, a series of violent crimes has seen 2 deaths and several injuries, many of the victims in serious condition. While this has plunged the country into a deep state of terror, it must be noted that there is some truth behind rumors that some political leaders have covert ties with criminal gangs. It can be deduced from the actions and speech of certain government officials and senior police officers that they are indeed aware of valid information about criminal gangs and their leaders. However, it is questionable if knowing such information has generated any outcome or served any justice. It's noteworthy that the authorities had carried out speedy investigation into the murder case of 34-year-old Ali Shiham of Bijli Ufa, Kaftolustu, who was killed on the night of 31st July. While the killer was found and arrested within a few days, the investigation has been concluded and the trial begun. However, there still seems to be no end to violence in the country. Even after Shiham's murder, a young man was killed in Male. Another was brutally attacked with a sharp object just last night. While the situation has aggravated to this extent, the police recently launched a special operation to take down gang huts set up in various parts of Male. The government, however, suspended the effort temporarily, stating that it was not the best solution on the table. The government said that the effort is suspended until a well-researched solution to the issue is found. Today, the society longs to know when the issue of violent crimes will come to an end. The society wonders how many more deaths it will take for senior government officials who claim to know the roots of criminal gangs off the record to bring an immediate end to the issue.
Commissioner General of Maldives Customs Service Ahmed Mohammed says that over 2,000 applicants have responded to the institution's notice for 34 job openings. Addressing the special ceremony held last night to celebrate the 124th anniversary of Maldives Customs Service, Commissioner General Ahmed Mohammed said that efforts are underway to ensure the institution's employees are in good health and provide them with further training and skills. He said that it has been included in next year's budget to provide a performance allowance to customs employees. He said that a total of 2,100 candidates have applied for the 34 job openings at the institutions. The chief guest of honor at the ceremony was Housing Minister Dr. Mohammed Muiz. The Maldives is to take part in the Asia Dive Expo to be held in Shanghai, China at the end of this month. According to Maldives Marketing PR Corporation MMPRC, the Maldives has decided to take part in Asia Dive Expo since it is one of the largest dive fairs in Asia. During the fair, MMPRC will provide information on various segments in the Maldivian tourism industry and important dive spots in the country. In the past, MMPRC has taken part in several tourism-related fairs in Shanghai to expertise Maldives tourism industry. China is a popular tourist source country for Maldivian tourism sector. That concludes tonight's evening news. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.